not sure how the numbers will pan out, but I'm hoping that that will at least give lend some bit of positivity with regard to at least the commentary. Give us a sense of how you're viewing these stocks, because they've been through a prolonged period of consolidation. Now, whether I pull out a Jubilant FoodWorks, whether I'm talking about restaurant brands or any of the others, that's where some bit of consolidation has played out. Could this be the rotational trade is what I'm trying to judge?
Not really. In fact, I would actually believe that there could be still an underperforming sector. Now you look at Sapphire Foods, you look at Devyani International, look at Jubilant Food, and so on and so forth. For most of the stocks within this space, you look at the last 4-5 weeks of price correction, the last 1 year of price trends, it's been just about sluggish to downtrending for the entire sector. So I believe that itself tells you and sums up the entire story, that the markets are looking at this space with an expectation that this drag or this downtrend will continue for the entire sector. So no point going contra over here, because we've seen time and again that when sectors go into a corrective mode, there is a point where sectors go into weeks and months of price correction before you see any major recovery into the stock price. So it's always better to buy when there is confirmation rather than just wait out in the hope of anticipation.
Okay, and how does Aurobindo look, Kunal? 4% higher. I know we've spoken about pharma. I know you like DVs, but let's throw in an Aurobindo, try and get a sense.
So I think initial signs that the stock is trying to form a bottom over here at this 15,000, 50,000, 1100 range for Aurobindo Pharma. But again, I think I'll still stand by with what I mentioned in the morning also, that if you have to be bullish on the pharma pack, then I think there are far more better price performers as well as more stable leaders in the entire pharma sector in terms of price performance. So I will go with that. Maybe adding to the list of DV slab, Lupin, Sun Pharma, I think at 1650, 60 mark is also on the verge of a breakout. So you might have fresh additions there.
Okay, Kunal, thank you for that. We'll let you go on that note. Snehi is standing by, of course, with all that's happening at close.
Well, absolutely, Harsh. Thanks for that. Let's take a look at how the markets have panned out in today's trading session at close. Let's pull up the big tracking chart and let's take a look at what the Nifty is up to right now, because very healthy moves coming in on the Nifty, 0.5% higher, 125 points higher on the spot for the Nifty. So looking good on that front. Similar is the move coming in for Sensex today. Another 0.5% uptick coming in, comfortably above that 82,000 mark, 82,100 also, in fact, looking comfortable right now. Advanced decline ratio quite even, Steven, and in fact, slightly in the favor of the declines, but other than that, the overall market trend has been very positive today, because take a look at the broader market moves also, right? Nifty mid cap is up about 1%, Nifty small cap also up 0.5%, and small cap in line with the benchmarks, but mid cap big outperformance coming in from the entire mid cap basket. Nifty Bank too up 0.2%, slightly underperforming the benchmarks, but not much to worry about, because both private banks and PSU banks have been doing very well in today's trading session. Let's take a look at some top gainers and losers today. JSW Steel, Tata Steel, these are your two top sectoral gainers. Of course, the zing that we've seen on Nifty Metal today has been a very good one. This followed by some IT stocks like HCL Tech, that one did well, and this followed by SBI Life, Sun Pharma, Ultratech, BEL. So in fact, various sector participants in the top Nifty 50 list of gainers. On the flip side, only select handful, a couple of stocks in the red from the Nifty basket: Axis Bank, Titan, HDFC Bank, and Tata Consumer. Tata Consumer, in fact, on the flat line. So really just 3 stocks that are losing from the Nifty 50 group of stocks. If you take a look at sectoral moves, like we mentioned, metal was this index that did very well, a 2% uptick, slightly more than that on an intraday basis. Names like Hindustan Copper, Hindustan Zinc, SAIL, NMDC, all of them have done well. This was followed by IT, and of course, all eyes are going to be on TCS. The earnings will be soon, will be out any time now, so very soon that. Nifty Pharma, also very good news coming in for Pharma, because generics, there's clarification, are not included under tariffs. It's only specialty chemicals, so specialty drugs. So Nifty Pharma also doing very well. This followed by Realty, PSU Banks, Energy, FMCG, Auto, very surprisingly, which in the last 30 minutes or so of trade has made a jump towards the green, but it continued to be in the pressure all throughout, but very healthy move coming in on Nifty Auto as well. So that is how we're summing up for the day and wrapping this edition of Closing Trades with the Nifty about 0.4% uptick coming in over there, but above the 25,100 mark. With that, it's a wrap on Closing Trades. Thanks so much for tuning in.